Let me guess, you've watched a few AI videos and you're now just totally confused where to start. Well, if you're a business owner, this video is for you, because over the next 5 minutes or so, I'm going to do a deep dive into how you can adopt AI into your business. What are the things that you should be concentrating on right now? Let's go.
When the world's on fire, when the sun burns cold, we're building something unbreakable. From the highest highs to the lowest lows, we're building something unbreakable. Unbreakable, unbreakable. We're building something unbreakable.
So, as I sit here in my van pondering life and having a bit of downtime, I am just off the back of a couple of phone calls with potential clients, and people are just so confused at the moment. They really know that they should be doing something with AI, but they're just not sure what that should be. And my business started with like general AI consultancy. I've used AI to grow and scale my own 7-figure business, which is a survey and inspection business. And I was like, how can I grow this business without bringing bodies in needlessly in low-level administrative roles, but free up the people that I've already got to really just to do their best work, essentially. And the answer to that is voice agents. So what is an AI voice agent? Well, most people, when you talk about voice agents, they start thinking about those crappy agents that you have, the chatbots that you have on websites. We've all experienced those. You know, you put information in, you think it might be a human dealing with it, it goes away, it looks at various bits of information. It doesn't actually move the needle or help you or take anything forward. So modern voice agents, the bit that sits right in the middle is the voice agent, and the voice agent basically needs a trigger and it needs an action. So the voice agent itself is built to your business. It's bespoke to your business. It's got your brand, your tone. It's got the regional accent that you might want. It talks with the correct pacing and tonality. There's a very big difference between, like, one of our clients is a will writer, and their customers are very different to another one of our customers who's a tree surgeon. So it has to be bespoke. There can't be off the shelf solutions. But I believe that voice agents are a really good stepping stone into bringing AI into your business. I believe that it's almost like a gateway drug. And I think maybe a little bit later in this video, I will call an AI agent and you can hear what one sounds like, because I think it's really gonna blow your mind. So if at the moment, you know, you're struggling, maybe you've only got one member of staff in the office and perhaps you need two, maybe you're running a hairdresser's or a salon or a butcher's, and you know when the phone rings that there's business coming in, and you know that you're missing opportunities, but you know the people that you've got at the moment they're operators in your business rather than, you know, administrative or business development roles. So one of the things that you can do with voice agents, because I firmly believe that yes, there's some resistance at the moment. Of course there is. People would rather speak to humans than AI agents or AI bots. I 100% get that. But do you know what's even more frustrating? What is even more frustrating is when there's nobody there to answer the phone whatsoever. You spent ages Googling, searching, you found the business that you want to interact with, you want to throw some money in their direction, and what happens? You phone up and nobody answers the bloody phone, or even worse, you email and people don't respond for 3 or 4 days. I had a customer in our arboricultural consultancy. We were short-staffed on Friday, just gone, and we do have an AI voice agent that picks up the slack. So we had one person off sick and one person has left. So there's normally 3 people in the office and there was just one. And poor Lauren, she was doing her absolute best. Anyway, this guy filled in our online lead form at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then nobody got back to him. Okay, had he phoned in, he would have got the AI agent, but nobody got back to him. Normally we get back to people the same day, or very rarely, at least early part of the following day, nobody got back to him. So he sent us a really offhand email on Saturday morning complaining that we hadn't got back to him. And this is what people are starting to expect now. So I firmly believe that it's going to become more and more valuable for someone just to answer the phone. And I think from a human perspective, as long as somebody answers the phone, whether it's an AI agent or not, and you get what you need. So instead of pressing 1 for this, pressing 2 for that, pressing 4 for this, you get what you need quickly, because that's the beauty of an AI agent. Instead of phoning up, listening to the IVR message, you go and press 1 for accounts and this, that, the other, you can just say, can I speak to Lucy in accounts? And it will put you straight through. And if Lucy isn't there, it will take a message and pass it to Lucy. So I believe that AI agents are a really good place to start with your business. I think they're excellent value for money. They're a quarter of the price on a monthly rolling basis than an employee. And this isn't about, before I get all the comments, this is not about replacing people. This is about freeing up the people that are in your business already to do that higher value work, to give those customer cuddles, to sprinkle the fairy dust on your business. So I think voice agents is a really good place to start. What else is important to business owners? Emails. So I employ a lot of people under the age of 30, and if you look at their personal email accounts, you tend to see thousands and thousands of unread emails, because they just don't engage with emails in the same way that perhaps the older generation does. And I'm not getting into the ins and outs of that. That is another subject for another day, and I'm certainly not qualified to talk about that. What I do believe is that if you want to explore another gateway stepping stone into the world of AI, that there are some fantastic tools out there like Fixer.ai. I'm not affiliated to them in any way, but that's what we're using within our business at the moment. They'll at least read and draft emails in your brand tone and your brand voice, and that can save hundreds of hours a week. It will filter those marketing emails away so that people don't get distracted going off and looking at things. And I think once you've been using these tools for a while, you will find that it just becomes the norm. It's going to feel like it's super forward thinking and super impressive right at those early stages. But I just think this is all going to become so very normal. And the other thing to think about, particularly with voice agents, is that your website is going to become the back door to your business, not the front door. We have spent years optimizing our websites for humans, putting psychologically loaded copy in there, moving people to take action, giving them those calls to action. And that's just not going to work anymore, because people are going to be searching on their phone for products and services. They're just going to be talking. I'm in my van at the moment, and I needed a table for my van, and I just spoke to Gemini. I was like, who does the best camper van tables that you can fix on a B pillar? I want to use my laptop when I'm out and about and do video editing and things. I'm sure here are the top ones. I think one was Kira Vans and one was Avano or something like that. Kira Vans haven't got any in stock. Would you like me to fill in the form for you for Avano? And off it did. And I never went on their website. I was going purely on customer reviews and recommendations. And what's going to happen when your phone rings, when an AI agent diverts somebody to your business? You need to make sure someone's there. So that's me rambling on for coming up for 10 minutes. If you want a low-level entry point into the world of AI, if you're a business owner and entrepreneur and you feel a little bit overwhelmed by all of this and you just want to get ahead of the game, I have a offer for you. So it's called AI Flight Club, and this is where we have a weekly Q&A session where you can just throw stuff at me. I normally get paid in the region of 15 grand a go to go into businesses and consult, but obviously I only have so much time to do that. So this is my low-level entry point for people. It's a one-to-many model, so we have a weekly Q&A for 45 minutes, and then we have a monthly webinar, and we're building a community where you can get direct access to me and just say, Matt, somebody's show me this product, do you think I should do this or not? And it is, I think it's something like £28 a month. So, you know, less than a price of a lunch at Greg's now, most likely. So, yeah, I'll put a link in the description below. Go and check that out. If you've got any questions on voice agents, email agents, AI agents in general, feel free to pop a question in the comments below and I will get back to it just as soon as I can. And I will see you on the next one.